Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. Well, back here courtside in Kansas City, probably the best game of the tournament. Freed-Hardeman has just defeated Grace, and I lost my score. They just defeated Grace. Hang on, I'll see. Oh, boy. This is great radio. 86-81. It looked like in the first half, early, it looked like Grace was getting to the rim, putting a lot of pressure on Freed-Hardeman. They got Freed-Hardeman in some foul trouble. I thought it was, for me, watching it, it was very concerning for Freed-Hardeman with Quan Lax with 4. And then in the second half, Chase Fiddler, he picked up 4. And I thought they were in a bit of trouble. But they just kept pushing. Man, you got to give a couple guys a ton of credit. We're going to look at the stats in a minute, but J.J. Wheat, I mean, he really ran this team down the stretch with Quan on the bench after he fouled out. And Peyton Law, 19% from 3 for the year. He hit 3 of the biggest 3-pointers in Freed-Hardeman history. That's what provided the separation down the stretch. And Freed-Hardeman just hung on down the stretch, showed a lot of poise. J.J. Wheat, I think he made 6 or 8 free throws down the stretch to kind of put the thing away. Grace kept coming back, but Freed-Hardeman just wasn't going to miss any free throws. And Freed-Hardeman will play in the championship game tomorrow. I want to give both teams just a ton of credit. Drew Stutz and Freed-Hardeman, what an unbelievably great year. And they're going to play for the championship tomorrow. And then Scott Moore and the Grace Lancers, you know what kind of season they had. They have nothing to hold their head down about. It was just a classic two number ones going at it here in Kansas City. Why don't we take a look at the stats? Let's start with that Freed-Hardeman box. We mentioned Quan Lax, he fouled out. He didn't score early, or he didn't score before fouling out. Peyton Law, what a game for this sophomore. Boy, he's tough. He hit, look at that, 3 for 3 from 3. And what did he have for rebounds? 3 rebounds. Hunter Skurlock, the senior, just great leadership on the court. He had 11 points. Riley McLaren, also unbelievable leadership on the court. He ended up with 14 points. He went 2 for 4 from 3. And he had, 3 rebounds. Devin Tomlinson, he had 2 points. And J.J. Wheat, we mentioned him, 10 for 11 from the free throw line. That was really key. But I thought his leadership running the team, Grace is an unbelievably good defensive team. And down the stretch when they, needed to get the ball up court and get good shots, J.J. Wheat was the guy who was there. And boy, he really had a lot to do with this win. Let's take a look at the Grace stats real quick. For Grace in the loss, Jacob Gibbs, 22 points. He had 4 assists. Elijah Malone, 12 points. He kind of struggled a little bit. I thought that Freed-Hardeman did a good job doubling, tripling down on him. He's been looking at that all year, especially here at Kansas City. Jake Wadding, 10 points, 11 rebounds. I thought one of the things that affected, 2 things really, affected Grace a little bit was Jake Wadding had to go out with 2 fouls early. And that's when Freed-Hardeman kind of evened things back up. And then Ian Scott got a really, really bad bloody nose, and he was off the court until after halftime. He had to play with gauze in his nose the rest of the game. And those 2 guys, Jake Wadding and Ian Scott, they're really the emotional leaders of this team. Jacob Gibbs, he had 23 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, and Cade had 8 points, 4 rebounds. So it's all set now with this side of the semifinal. Tomorrow night, Grace Hardeman's going to take on the winner of this game. 2 teams warming up right in front of me. The College of Idaho out of the Cascade Conference. And on the other side, out of the Sooner, you've got Langston. If you thought the last game was a physical war, you wait till this game gets going. If you're not watching this thing on YouTube, man, you're really missing out. It's free. It's free. Get on YouTube and watch this next game. These 2 teams are going to go at it. So anyway, this is Billy D, and we'll talk to you after this next game. Thank you.